Okay, so before I ask for my victims, volunteers. The two things you need to be aware of when you speak, other than what we already went over. This is a portion of the cycle of breath-based vocalization, which is on page 2 of your handout. Don't have time to go through the whole thing today, but you have to know about onsets. Onsets are critical, and they're what happens in your voice when you're vocalizing a vowel sound, especially at the start of a sentence, okay? So let me use an example of a singer. Anybody not know Adele? Didn't think so. Kind of like unless you're living on a deserted island, you've heard of Adele, right? Did you know she had to have vocal cord surgery? And in fact, it looks like she's going to have it again. So what apparently nobody ever taught Adele is that she should be avoiding glottal onsets, because they cause the kind of problem, when done over and over again, will eventually lead to having nodes on the vocal folds, or vocal cords, interchangeable terms. So, has anyone in this room heard the term onset ever before?
Yes.
Yes, we got one person who knows. Do you know there are 3 kinds?
No, I had a little singing.
Little singing,
lessons.
good. Any voice teacher who teaches you about onsets is worth paying. A lot of people don't even know about it. So there are 3 kinds of onsets. And again, this is only when you're vocalizing on a vowel. I heard that you found a girl that you hi. That's an onset. I just did what's called an aspirated onset. Hi. It has a little tiny H in front of it. Why would I want to do that? Because a lot of people are prone to glottal onsets, which means your vocal folds are together and the air comes, because you want to be talking on the breath, right? And forces them apart, and it causes irritation, and it causes mucus to be formed, which makes you want to clear your throat, which causes more mucus. So this is all a nasty cycle that you want to avoid. So a glottal onset, I hate to do this, it's painful to me, sounds a little like this.
Like Persians. Like the Persians.
I. Ha, owie. Don't like doing that. So that's a glottal onset. The aspirated puts the little H in front of it because it keeps you from glottaling. You just put that little H and then hi, he, oh boy, I'm not glottaling anymore. Perfect. And the onset you want is a coordinated onset, which means the air and the sound come out on the same time. I, E, O. This is healthy, effective vocal technique. And that's it on onsets. All right, so linking. Linking means you pull your words together like you're pulling taffy. But let me use an example, and let's pretend I'm a news broadcaster, okay? Hi, good morning, everyone. This is the morning news from KLOS, and today's top story is about the new thing coming out of the White House, whatever. The top story of today is all about what just happened on Capitol Hill. Now let's try it with no linking and lots of glottal onsets. Hi, good morning, everyone. This is KLOS News. And the top story today is, which do you prefer to listen to?
Try it.
The first one. What do you think is going to be more effective when you're speaking or you're in a mediation? Because when you're linking and you're avoiding glottal onsets, you are drawing your listeners along on the journey of the phrase. Isn't that fun? And you're going to keep them engaged. You're pulling them along. They don't have a chance to get bored and tune out and check out. No, you're pulling them along on the journey of the phrase. So this is what we're going to practice when you get up here. Resonance, speaking on the breath, linking, and avoiding vowel onsets. So this is a very good practice to do at home when you're talking with your dog or your cat. Or even with your partner. If you just kind of exaggerate this in your regular life, pick triggers, do it a couple of times a day. And as you're learning to speak like this, it's going to become second nature. Guess what? When I have a voice student over, when I'm having a conversation, I am always talking on the breath. My belly is always relaxed. It didn't start out that way. When I was practicing, I had to exaggerate, and I had to do it on a regular basis, so it became second nature. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions or comments about what you saw up here? Yes, please.
A lot of clarifying questions on the breath.
Yes.
But on the breath, you mean like when you're exhaling? Or, yeah.
You cannot inhale and talk at the same time. Try it. You can't do it. So, but a lot of people aren't conscious about it. They don't realize that they're, I've noticed a lot of people tend to speak in a lower pitch than they should be. Something else to keep in mind, I don't know why people do this, but I suspect it has something to do with not wanting to be heard. I used to sing alto before I started the vocal training. I had no idea. I'm actually a dramatic coloratura soprano. Who knew? I didn't! Now I do.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes, absolutely.
So when you're demonstrating to us saying a fairly long thing, which I think ties into hers, are you literally doing that on one breath? So
That was all on one breath. I was just kind of illustrating. You want to actually be cognizant of your phrases so that when you're saying a phrase, hi, my name is Barb and I'm here to help you today. I'm here to help you resolve this conflict. I understand you received some money. And then you're going to be conscious of your phrases. And as you're flowing through that phrase, you're going to be breathing, speaking on the breath with resonance, and then you take a breath and you start the next phrase, which completes the cycle of breath-based vocalization. So any other questions before we have our next volunteer? We have time for at least one more. I accept the responsibilities
the responsibilities
which comes with creation,
which comes with the freedom.
Oh, nice. I embrace my liberty
I embrace my liberty
and use it
and use it
to create. Now I'm going to have you turn towards your audience and we're going to throw a little emotion into it because she's doing such a good job. Did you hear that nice breath flow? All right. So say this one last, and I'm going to hand it to you. And I just want you to say this to your audience just like you have been on the breath with the resonance, as if you really, really mean it.
Okay.
With some emotion. You ready?
I embrace my liberty to create an abundant and meaningful life.
You aced it now. That was fantastic. Thank you. And you can have that. I think you should frame that. All right, we have time for one more relatively quick one. Come on up, Jennifer, right? Yeah. All right, Jennifer. What do you got for me?
I just figured working on an opening statement as a mediator. I'm a really new mediator, so it's still a work in progress.
All right. So what would you like to say? Let's get posture. All right. Go ahead and face me, I think, just to start. I'll have you turn towards the audience in a bit. So posture, shoulders back. Maybe go like that a little bit. Hands down. Make sure your knees aren't locked. Let's get you ready. So let's exaggerate a little and let's just start with, hi, my name is Jennifer.
Hi, my name is Jennifer.
Beautiful. Pull it out like Taffy and exaggerate it even more. I know it feels weird, but I assure you this practice actually works. Hi, my name is Jennifer.
Hi, my name is Jennifer.
Oh, yes it is. Wow. And And whatever your next sentence
And
is.
this is my co-mediator so-and-so.
Oh, it is. Does anybody else have goosebumps? I have goosebumps. Well, you can stop right there, girlfriend. Wow, this is why we do this process, why we hone this message and we exaggerate, because it works. Your voice starts ringing out. Oh my gosh, you're going to have no problem delivering those opening lines. Wow, fantastic. So, here we are. We're at the final few minutes here. Any last questions, comments, anything you would like from me? Yes,
There's your little cycle.
yes.
There's a box that says exhale and sustain. Can you talk about the sustain part?
Yeah, sustaining is really for singers, okay? More so, I mean, speakers sustain too. We've been doing this. Jennifer just gave us a great example of, hi, my name is Jennifer, and this is my co-mediator. She was sustaining that phrase. So it was coming out on her breath with resonance. Any other last questions?
Release.
Oh, release. Well, that's, you come to the end of the phrase, because I want to sing. That's the end of my phrase. I release. Let me just close with one final statement. The world needs your authentic truth spoken in your authentic voice. Please join me on the journey. Thank you.